All right. And today, another Forex pair. We're going to try again the Great British Pound versus the Loonie, my home country's currency, the CAD dollar. 10 years data, monthly candles. Let's look at what the apparent themes are. Here seems to be nice top back in the days. In July 2015, at the 205 about level, decided no, we're not going down above that. And here we seem to have some support at the 161.5 level. If I can't help but notice this nice, look at that nice pattern right there. Wow. Nice range, perfect range. Look, a lot of candles testing that range 4 months in a row. 1, 2, what a beauty. 155 to 163, and that's pretty tight. 1 years, July 2010, all the way to July 2013, 3 years. 1, 2, 3 years, 3.5. Very nice breakout here, breakout candle. And measured move. When it's really tight like that, you could probably have maybe doubled or tripled your targets, but you went real fast to that target right here, and barely no resistance all the way up here, and then little consolidation right here, another breakout candle, and the move was too fast for to be playable on monthly candles. Maybe on the weekly, on the daily, more candles, and there's probably more better risk to reward breaking out of those levels. And some more here, some more consolidation going up and hitting the top. This actually would have been a nice Stan Weinstein trade. Stan, he had stage 1, which is accumulation phase. Stage 2, the breakout, the run. Stage 3, another consolidation stage, either a top or a continuation. Sometimes the stage 3 could sometimes convert into stages, continuations for stage 2, or else it's just a top. And then you have the stage 4 going down, and now another consolidation period right now happening in the works. And here's the support we have to break. Here, the resistance. Here's the support. Let me get some black area right here. And that's a nice 1 year, year and a half plus pattern. And here would be the measured move added onto the breakout. Let me just add an alert right here. 176.93. Put an alert in case we have a bearish scenario. So right now, I'm just looking at the bullish, the upward scenario, because I'm closer to that breakout line. And if the price action would be down here, I'd have no issues drawing my arrow on the other way and imagining the downwards move from that breakdown line at the 161 level. Just like that. Always two scenarios. And always look at both and see which one seems most likely. And since I'm closest here, I think this is more likely to go. This target, you see here, there was another consolidation breakdown. The support turned resistance. So this target goes right through that. When I see that, I always ask myself, did I draw correctly the pattern? Maybe I want to see this pattern, subconscious for some reason. I always ask myself, Is that the correct pattern to do? Could have been more this one here, this launching pattern, and that's the one that would bring me eventually to a closer target, but I'd still be under that zone here. That resistance, that support turn resistance, which I called walls, and it's just would fade my action. Again, the closer targets, the closer patterns to the breakout, the more value I give to them, and the closer the targets, the higher the probabilities of reaching those possible targets. I always try to drill that into my mind. So if I have these big targets, I always look to see if I have a smaller pattern closer to today, to the breakout time when it's going to break out, and see if that shouldn't be the more conservative target I should use to increase my chances of reaching a profit target. And you could always wait for other consolidation moves along the way if you have a big or underlining over encompassing pattern. It's up to you. Right now I could always look, see if the RSI, keep trying that, lower highs, and drop here, higher highs, on the RSI. Did I cheat here? Higher highs or barely? Higher highs on the RSI. That's a sign for it's a bearish divergence. Look, it has no bearings on the pattern, because the pattern is not a pattern until it completes. It's just a possible pattern, possible classical chart pattern. And the RSI is just, I use that for divergence, just to give me an indication if it confirms the breakout, or gives me some type of indication that maybe the price is fading and the move is not going to happen. So that's probably a characteristic of my A++ selections. They have no bearish or bullish divergence with the price action in function of the direction that they break out. So upwards breakout, I don't want to see any bearish divergence with the RSI, and it confirms probably what the charts is telling me. If I have bearish divergence and I think there's a breakout happening here, is there something that I misread of the chart? Is there another pattern, a prevailing pattern? Maybe I was looking at a pattern here going up, but the prevailing trend, maybe it was a descending channel, and there was some support, some resistance there, and I just didn't take into account. That's stuff like that. That stuff. Those are clues for you to, before you buy, put in your buy stops and your bracket orders. It gives you a chance to take a good look at the chart once more before pulling the trigger. All right. That's a lot of arrows, a lot of lines, way too much. Remove all trend lines, and I'll just reset my alerts right there. So right now, no man's land, or not true. No man's land would be in the middle here, getting close to breakout. You could even consider this move a breakout here, and the monthly close above that line will be that small measure move that we had before, bring us up about here. And if there's more consolidation, the candles start resisting here on the 176 level, 177 level, then after that you could play this bigger pattern and use that implied move we measured that brings it all the way here, but still under. Sure, it's going to go through a wall and some more resistance here, but it's going to finish under this one, the top support turn resistance. I'll just draw that line again. So the bigger move, if ever we have some more candles here that consolidate on that breakout line. So my move has to be powerful enough to go throughout, to fade all this action or burst through it, not get totally faded, and eventually get back to this previous resistance. Back in those days that was busted to go to the top. All right, a lot of thinking out loud. But at the end of the day, there's nothing to do now. Just set your alerts for this forex pair. I'm just gonna put another alert here in case this pattern here breaks down, giving me probably a target that's gonna bring me down to test these lows right there at the 161.5 level. All right, I'm gonna imagine that this is gonna go this way for now. If not, well, I have a lot of alerts set at these levels I identified important to me. All right, GPD CAD. See you when the alerts get triggered. Ciao.